Okay, hello, welcome by. This is LIB Estimate, play where we mix the computer-based next simple Liberian English. Okay, to last time we answer the questions for one of our viewers and one of our students from out there. Then he asked us all to do a one column cash book, but today now they are demanding for two column cash book. This our students is at University of Liberia. Okay, I'm going to show you how you do the two column cash book and post it in Excel because Microsoft Excel is a place where you keep high level document. You don't have to be using that old stuff like what we were doing before. So I want you to pay full attention here. I want you to pay full attention here. The first thing you have to understand that this is the questions I was posing in our comment sections. So I just decided to change the name. You know. So the first thing I wrote there on the question, understanding two column cash flow. Mind you that two column cash flow you're going to learn. Now answer the following cash flow statement. These are the questions I'm trying to answer the following cash flow statement. Okay. This is accounting. This is a financial accounting. This particular question is from financial accounting. Those are doing accounting. As like business student, it's very important for you. Okay. Answer the following cash flow statement. The question read, the first one say July 1st, 2022, Lace Computer School. This Lace Computer School is a computer school that I'm teaching. If you're also interested to come to the school for more information, we can supply you. Okay, this is LISBT. I just use the abbreviation to make the video short. It's Liberia Institute of Science and Business Technology Computer School. That is it. We are located in Corway. Okay, this is July 5th, 2022. Lace Computer School started with a cash. That is it. That's it. So this one you're going to post it. Lace Computer School started with a cash in hand with $1,400 and cash at the bank for $4,000. Okay, question number two also say, which is B. July 3rd, 2022, cash sale. This is $6,000. On July 8th, 2022, pay for wages in cash. Our salary in cash, $1,000. On July 10th, 2022, purchase of goods with a check, $3,000. On July 12th, 2022, receive from the Chief Solo. That's my name, and they normally call me Chief Solo by the check, $3,000. Okay. On July 16th, 2022, pay rent with cash $5,000. On July 18th, 2022, withdraw a cash from the bank $9,000. On July 20th, 2022, Kia sale paid directly into the bank $2,500. On July 22nd, 2022, pay general expense with check. All the general expense $6,600. On July 25th, 2022, received from the chief solo by check $450. On July 27th, 2022, pay wages in cash $500. On July 31st, 2022, purchase of goods with check $1,000. We're going to post this thing in Excel. I want to show you how you can do two column cash flow. So the day you have an opportunity to work with some big companies around here like Loan Size and large companies like Seti Brothers and other stuff, definitely the accounting business will be very simple for you when it comes to the posting in your putting your record together. It will be very easy. Even they ask you questions that you will pass in the interview. So now we're not going to waste time. I click here Excel. The Excel is open. Now I have already set up this one list group, and you already know if you watch our beginners video for Excel, we know how to mail and center and just type some word in here and this. Okay, this is a sample of the two column cash flow. Okay, the first question say, debit and credit. I told you the money that is coming in, anything that is bringing something in is that the money that is going out is credit. This is a debit. Any money that is coming in is is a debit. So I know that if you watch most of our videos, I have I'll read on this one. So now we're using this on the two column cash flow. The first one we say date discretion. Discretion, yeah, some accounting students like to put particular. It depends, but for me, I choose discretion. What a particular or discretion I sentence. So date and F stand for folio. Folio is a number. It identify what kind of transaction you do. That is how we use it. And sometimes you want put number there, but accounting as a business student, you have to use folio. So cash and bank, these are the places the transactions will be taking place. I repeat the same thing here: date, discretion, folio, and cash and bank are the same thing. So now let's look at the question carefully. The first question says, mind you that the place where I guess coming from here, you can pause the videos and copy all these questions so that you can be in line with me. You can be in line with me so we can do it together. So just copy the questions. So now we come back to Excel. Now here, what I'm going to do, I'll be pasting some work here because I'm not too good at typing fast. So that is it. I will just going to type and copy and paste some of the work here in Excel to make the work faster. So that is it. So the first question say July 4, 2022, Lace Computer School Base Computer Tool started with a cash in hand 1,400 and cash at the bank 1,400. What is simply saying that we started, the first question say we started a business, but the money we were having in hand, our cash, it was how much? $4,000, 1,400. So that means it is coming in because I told you that we're recording that one from the debit side of the account. We're recording that for the debit side of the account. And cash at the bank, $4,000. That means all this money will be coming in right here to this side of the account. That's me, the debit side. If the money going out or expensive, it comes to the credit side. Are we getting me? Thank you very much. So I just going to copy it and paste this one here. So you see it. So July for a capitals because it's the starting. That's the money that we use to start the business. So I type capital here. I type July here. J is a J and put July. Just abbreviate. The first money was a cash in hand. That is it. That's what we get, the cash in hand. So we record that under the cash. And the other one say cash at the bank. So we record the one this 4,000 on the bank because it will honor the bank. So now we have come back to the second question. The second question say, you know, July 10, 2022, Kia sale $6,000. That means that money is come to us. We don't spend the money. We send a Kia. That means we record it on the debit side. So I just going to paste here. And I just going to come in. I just going to paste here. That is it. This is it. Here, July 10, Kia sale. That's me. We could get this one already done here. So we get this one on July 10 is a Kia sale. The sale that we make is $6,000. But our cash, so we record it under the cash. Understand this very well. You record it under the cash because it was not from the bank. Because if you read the question, July 10, 2022, Kia sale. That is it. Okay, we have another one here, July 8, which is already here. I paste it. July 8, on the July 8, pay for wages in care. That means salary. So we say pay wages under the discretion. What we do with it, pay the wages. So you have to do this for your company to recognize what you have done, so not getting so many financial problem. So you say 8 July, pay wages, discretion upon pay wages. It says a cash. That was a cash we use, and it not come from the bank. So we use the cash right here. So that's how it go. So we have another one there, July 10. So July 10, what happened? July 10, purchase of goods. That's what we did. Purchase of goods. It's the expenses because if you go buy something, you spend the money. So that's why we recorded from the credit side. So July 10, purchase of goods. Three, when we purchase the good, for the check. If you use check, that means take it from the bank. That bank can issue check. That's what we recorded here. So they now have to tell all the bank. Well, along they say purchase a good from the what? From the check. That means we record it on the bank. That is how you do your two column cash book. That's how you prepare it. So we have another one here again. July 12, received from Chisolo from the check. That means money came to our account. That's why you could record that money from the debit side. The money come to their account. See it? Chisolo. So it's my nickname. Normally, people, my popular name, they use it. So I use say as a case study. They can say Chislo, Chislo. Anyway. So July, due to 12 July, we received $3,000 from Chislo. That means it was debited. Our accounts were debited, and we received from Chislo, by check, and a check they give. So check how to deal with bank. So it was not cash, so we record it under the bank side. That's why you do. I beg you, my people, please try your best to understand this. Good. It's very good. It's very, very important to you, especially at the Universal Liberia student. So we have another one here. The another July 16, we pay rent with cash. July 16, we pay rent with cash. That means you have to be recorded. Rent is an expenses, so you record it from the credit side of the book. So that may here, so to be. So I will just paste here. See, July 4th, pay the rent 500 cash, because the rent will pay 500 cash. That's why we pay. So now we come back to July 18. We withdraw a cash from the bank, $9,000. Withdraw a cash from the bank, $900. Withdraw a cash from the bank, $1,900. Okay, now there's a come a problem here. How you pass this type of entry? And withdraw a cash from the bank. That means you withdraw a cash from the bank. There's something in accounting we call contra entry. That's why I use the word C here. Contra entry. If you watch my other tutorial, I talk about contra entry. How do you do contra entry from? This is one. I have one special video for contra entry. So that's the first thing. This particular one, it had to be recorded on both credit and it had to be recorded on both credit and debit side, because the first thing we recorded under the credit side, because under the credit side it was, if you look at the questions on July 18, withdraw cash from the bank. What if we take a cash from the bank, so we can record it from the on the credit side it was from the bank. So that is it. This C, I use this C, we call using this C in accounting. Anytime you see on the cash book C on a portfolio like this, you see C, it make contra entry. That means it will take effect on the both debit and credit, but the entry will be different. You know how the entry will be different? On the debit side of the account, it will be on the what? The money, the 900 will be what? It will come from the bank side. So if I pay here, the bank side, the credit side will always be cash, because if you look at the question, July 18, 2022, cash from the bank. And cash from the bank. That's what we did. So cash from the bank. So on the debit side, it was cash. So we take it from here. On the credit side, it was, on the credit side, it was the bank. But we use a contra entry because we take it from the bank. So here, the first one cash come and the second one scam. That's how you enter. But if you entering this, you got to use this C, and honor the folio, honor the F sign, it may folio. So you have to use this C to see, so the chief accountants will know how you get this money, how you will get in based on the questions that they give all. And these questions were sent from one of our students, especially a Nigerian guy. So that's how they did. So we try to explain to him, this is how they enter, how you should to enter, how you should to get the entry. So now we have another one here. Another question here also says, on July 20, Kia sale paid directly into the bank $25,000. You see another one. It's a Kia sale paid to the bank. That means it's another contra entries statement. It's not the same way we enter this. That's the way we got to enter. But now it will be different. It will be different because the entries will be, instead of years being the cash, they will recording our sale from the cash here. This will record it from the bank, because I will say sale. Understand the English. Accounting is very easy. If you understand the English, what they are saying, it's very, very easy. That make it easy. So now we're going to copy this one here. And you come to copy this. I copy the two side here. You see July 20 Kia sale. I put the C there to indicate on my report in Excel when I give you report, financial report, that the people will know indeed I was doing this. C indicate a contra entry because it was cash given to the bank. And you see it, we recorded the bank on July 20 under the credit side of the bank, under the credit side of the book. So we record it under the cash. That's how you can enter this particular statement. As you see now, we go back to the second the number two, the another question here. On July 22, pay general expense with a check. pay general expense with a check on July 22nd, which is on July 22nd, pay general, and anything that has to do with expense should be recorded from the credit side. I told you from the beginning. So send that is there. I just copy this one here, and you gotta copy this one here, and here we will copy this one. Okay, let me just continuous typing this so that you will understand how we goes together as one. So under the July, read the question July 22nd. Look at it good, July 22nd. You look at the questions good on July 22nd. What will happen on July 22nd? So we're going to type here on July 22nd. So I will type July. So you see the way I enter it. And I come in on July 22nd. I put 2022. And while we happen on July 22nd, general expand. That's what we did. So we say general expand. And general expand. General expand here. So we come here, it's not contract entry, it was expand. So we join over that. So it was from where? To the bank. And if you read the questions on July 22nd, expand check. We use a check. 600 checks. That means you should record it on there, or you should record it on the banks. So you press enter. Another one come again. Another one we have another question here after July 22nd. On July 25th, receive from Chisolo by check. That means, can you imagine, we receive some money from Chisolo. That means the money come in, so we record on the debit side of the account. So what date? So we take July. I we take July what? July 25th. According to the question, say July 25th. So July 25th, 2022. And 2022. So we can use a type key. July 25th, 2022. Chisolo. What we do use discretion. Where we get our money from? Chisolo. So we use Chisolo. So we get a Chisolo. So where the money come from? From the bank. You see, when you read the question, July 25th, receive a Chisolo check. So anything that have to check how to do with the bank. So we record this money, the total, this particular total money, 450 from the bank. So that is it. So now we have another one here again. Another one here again. On July 27, on July 27, 2022, pay wages in cash. That means the money that we spend, wages is from spending, so it had to be recorded on the credit side. So we come by here again. We had to come by here. We record that one on July 27. So I type July. Excel can do this rest for you. Just say July. It will reduce the work for you. On July 27, approve command 2022. What do we do? On July to pay wages. So we put here pay wages. And pay wages. That means salary that I spend. If it do that, it's a spend. We pay wages. And wages in cash. We pay wages in cash. So check it out. We pay in cash. How much was the cash? Wages in cash 500. So we type 500 here. And so now we already got that 500 here. So now the last question say on July 31st. On July 31st, what we do? We purchase good, we check. That means we'll record it on the bank side. We purchase a good that I spend. If you purchase a good, you just spend the money. You spend the money. So we say on July. So we say on July 31, yeah, and 2022. So you use a tab key to go to the next column. What we do on July 32, what we do, and so purchase goods. So we say purchase goods. Purchase of goods. Now purchase good we make. How much was the good? Purchase a good from the check. So $1,000. It will be recorded to honor the bank. Honor the bank on the particular will press enter. Now, if you complete all this now, all our questions have been answered. This is where you do 2 column cash book. So if you watch our other videos was 1 column cash book, with you see some differences are here because the differences here is a contra entry. So you can also read on contra entry. Is you can read on contra entry in accounting. It will tell you more if you are the accounting student, but if you graduate, I believe that you understand what is called contra entry. But if you don't understand contra entry, you can Google it and use it. So that is it. And but we have special video for you, so you can also watch the video. You understand more. That is the difference between here. You see the two accounts here is a quite difference between the single column cash flow and the one column cash flow. So this is where how the particular questions are being answered by all, even though it was given to us by students from long distance. But no problem, we are here to stay. So this is it. And we are doing it Liberian way so that you can understand it, and that's why we are taking our time. Now, when you get these things now collect all these things, you have to open the next. So July after July, that which one of the month that coming is August. So August for what will be your balance August for what will be your debit balance August for what money you will be having in your bank in your own say account. That's what we're going to do. How can you close this particular cash flow? Now that's become difficult task. Okay, so I'm going to make it easier for you. The easier way to do this is you come right here. When you come here, you use a formulas, you press the equal sign, you type sum, SUM. Just use the tab key on your computer. Parenthesis will open. You highlight all these things here and stop here. You see it? When you stop here, just use the parenthesis to close the account, to close the formula, and press enter. That means you get 8,000 under the chaos. You get 8,300. So you come back here again. The same area here as you see here, 8,000. The same area as you see. This one you see. So here, what you need to do, if you're doing it on pen and paper, you have to write this thing in separate area. But we are posting in Excel to make the work easier for you. But during the time we were learning, we used to do it on pen and paper, so we used to place different way. But that time in the past. So here under the bank, the same formula apply. So you come right here, you press your equal sign, you use the sum key to get the total, the sum key because we want to get a total. So you click here, you drag down, and you stop right here. You use the parenthesis close, and parenthesis close here. You press enter on your keyboard. So now you have 950. So now what you normally do, what you will do here is it. Okay, what you will do here is this. When you calculate everything from here, when you calculate everything from here, the total you will have, you have to compare with this. The one that will be greater, you take that. That's how it works. The one that will be greater, you take that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to calculate this one here, right here, on this side. I'm going to calculate here. I think some of the calculations I was doing here, but I'm going to calculate this. So what I'm going to do here, so I can pull something here for you to see the total here, what we get. So here, what we're going to do here, I can use any power Excel to calculate this thing. It's just a matter of understanding. So I'm going to calculate the total here. So what I'll do, I press equal sign. I press the equal sign here. So what I'm going to do, I type sum. If you type the sum again, so the thing is very easy. That only here I want to calculate. See, I highlight all this. I use the parenthesis to close it. I press enter. So the same 4,500 that you see here, total credit that I seen thing here. But I want to do it so that you can see it for yourself. That is under the credit side, under the cash side, that is 4,500. So you come here under the credit side here. Here again, I'm going to show you how to calculate again. We press the equal sign and put the equal sign here. So we type sum. I use a tab key. So I just highlight from here all the way to this one. I use a parenthesis again, shift and press parenthesis to close it. I press enter. See what happened. They see 5,000, 5,500 are here. They see 5,500. That means corresponding. So now this, if you compare this number and this number is the on the debit side. This number is bigger than this number. So what you need to do, with the accountants, what they normally do in this, that means this number will always come right here automatic. So we'll pull the same number 8,000 under the cash here. We'll put a number here. This number, this particular number will record here. You see 8,300. We also come here again and 9,950. So we put 99, we put 50. That is the money because it is a big number. So we use it for every debit. There should be corresponding equal and debit. So we using it. So now what we're going do here to get a total, to get a total balance, total balance for this. So here our advisor, we write something here, total balance. So I'm going to type here total, I'm going to write here total balance, total balance. So if I put total balance that we have here, total balance credit, I can type credits and no problem. Total balance credits, I can type credit here, total balance credit. Now you get it. So the total balance credit, as you see, this bulk. So what I'm going to do to get the total balance credit is to subtract, this money's under this area, under the cash. The cash from here should be subtracted from the cash from here. And when we add all this thing here, that I get all this money, 4,500. So now I'm going to subtract this. I'm going to subtract this from here. So to get to give all the total credit that we have, to know the totals that we already have, so we can get our opening balance. So I use a equal sign again. This time around, I click here 8,300 minus. I use a minus sign here, minus 4,500. So I press enter. That means I get 3,800 here. Is it? So that means if you add all this, it will always get you the same equivalent. If you add all this, you will get the same total here. That means your cash, your two column cash flow, you are closing it nice and beautiful. So you come here again. When you come to this one, so now this is under the bank. So this one under the bank. So the 9,000s on the debit side of the bank should be subtracted from this one on the credit side of the bank. So what you need to do, press your equal sign again. You use a, you said 9,950. We use a minus sign, minus 5,500 here, and and you press enter. So 4,000, for you see the money, 4,450 is the balance. So now we already know where are we going now. So this is the total balance. So now to close this particular account, now you will come right here on here. You put the date here, August. We put August here. We put August here. We'll say August, August 1st. Use a comma, August 1st, 2022, 2022, August 1st, 2022. Okay, August 2022, total credits, total debit balance. August 2022, we say total, you put a total debit balance, balance, tot, you see the total debit balance is three, this one here now, you record this one here. And total debit balance here is 3,800. You come here again. Total the under the cash is 3,100. Under the bank is 4,450. So you say 4,450. 4,450. You press enter. 4,450. So this is it. This is the way how you are already closing. That means you finish complete the entire two column cash flow in accounts, two column cash flow. This is very good for business students, whether you are doing management, accounting, public administration, economic students. This is good. This way how you have, because you don't know what situations will hold you. So thank you very much. And if you also have any other comment, or you have some other doubt how to handle the issues, you can just comment, send it to our comment sections, or write us. We will also help you how to guide you. We also have a very beautiful tutorial for the entire Excel interface step by step guide. So thank you very much. This is way how you do a two column cash flow. So this is way how you do two column cash flow. Thank you very much. This is close. Okay, we pause the August here because the August here, you don't do anything in August here, so the transaction will continue. If you do your work like that in your office, beautifully, it will be nice. There will be no argument. That's how you do your two column cash flow. Thank you very much. You are welcome.